everybody. Welcome back to this special series of gosh, Mark, I forgot what we even called the series, but I guess we're doing RAG and teaching people RAG.
Yeah, yeah,
Although I'm
yeah,
like really excited to explore what this new fine-tuning with ChatGPT 4.0 is. So I can't wait to do another stream on that and talk about all the
yeah,
benefits
yeah,
of doing that. But continuing on with our app, I guess we need to actually make it to work now. So we have v0.dev working. We have
yeah.
a next app working.
We finished last time with this final result
Mhm,
from a lot of back and forth with V0. We
mhm,
tried to test different prompts until we got what we have,
mhm,
and we have it now on our project with
mhm,
Next.js.
mhm.
So this is a code,
Oh,
and this is how
I
it
can
looks.
share. There we go.
Oh, okay,
Mhm,
okay. So, okay, this is V0
mhm,
UI that we built. This
mhm,
is the back and forth with the different prompts until we got
mhm,
into the result we need.
mhm,
And here is the code. After we finished everything with V0,
mhm,
this is the code that it's generated by AI.
mhm,
Has some mistakes, and we need to, of course, like fix some stuff here and there. But yeah, will go through it together. If we run this code, we will
mhm,
have this. This is
mhm,
what V0 built us.
mhm,
It's interactive. So if I say I here and press enter, it should add the message itself.
mhm,
And yeah, that's pretty basic example.
mhm,
Um, okay, so let's clean it a little bit. First, let's see what V0 did. Uh, this is, of course, the URL for our project, and it used client. And this is very smart because, like, if you use V0 in general,
mhm,
sometimes it will not generate this use client. But it's smart enough here to know we are using Next.js and we are using the app router. So
mhm.
added use client because it also added state. So like our code is interactive, so it needs to be a client component.
Mhm. And so this
Um,
is like the initial state that it starts with.
exactly. This is the two messages that
Mhm,
it started with.
mhm,
Um, of course, it's AI, so like it generated also some um, uh, type of data we don't need in our messages. So, for example, we don't need this ID right now.
mhm.
If we are dealing with database, yeah, we will need that, but for now we don't need that. And of course, the timestamp, like it's not something, you know.
We can keep it. It's nice. We can keep it.
Yeah, sure, we can keep it.
But, so, for in terms of, adding in so I guess the next step now that we have the front end is we need to, get ChatGPT to work. So how do
Yeah,
we get
exactly,
ChatGPT to work?
exactly. Okay, first thing is for Vercel,
Mhm,
and in Next.js, Vercel created a library that
mhm,
it's like an interface that for those AI models, and it also supports all of the Next.js features like server components, server actions, and it can run on the server side and on the client side. So here's the official documentation for it. It's called AI. They
mhm,
registered, they have a really cool name
mhm.
for the package. Yeah, and also it supports a lot of providers. For
Nice.
example, ChatGPT, Gemini, and I guess also it supports the open source models like Llama.
Mhm,
Uh, Somewhere it should be here. Um, so yeah, it should support Llama as well, and you can integrate it with any um, AI models that you want.
mhm, mhm,
So here's the steps for setting up the OpenAI provider. We will use
Mhm.
OpenAI for this example, but
Mhm.
you actually can use any kind of yeah, language models. However, it's like large language models or small language models, they both will work in our example. But
Okay.
in this example, to make it easy, we will use OpenAI. So this is the command we need to install the packages. Okay, let's run the command. I already installed those packages, so it should be fine. Okay. Okay, so we have our packages installed. That's the first thing. Second thing, we going to create a server action. And the server action part will be important to, I have a client component in
Mhm.
Next, and I want to use a function. This function will be hosted on the backend, will run on the server. And this is actually a really cool feature about the Next app router. So first thing we going to need, we will create a file called
Mhm.
actions.ts. Um, and inside this file, we need to specify that we will use server, okay? And after that, I should also, okay, let's think function, let's say get answer, because this will be like similar to the endpoint to for ChatGPT.
Mhm.
And yeah, of course, Copilot is amazing, but sorry, Copilot, we're going to write it ourselves. Question string, and for now, I'll just return just an empty string. This is a placeholder, okay? And from here, if I went here into the submit, we have the handle submit here, functions that will be activated when we submit something here. If I went to this function and said, okay, honest answer equal get answer. And let's say this is placeholder question. Okay. And then let's console.log the answer. If open the console here and hello, enter, get answer is not defined. Okay, get answer should be imported, import. Yeah, this is because we didn't export get answer from here. So,
Oh, it makes it so easy though. Like, I
well,
mean,
yeah,
that like Copilot just, auto populated it for you.
yeah, import get answer from Copilot is amazing.
There we go.
Yeah, this should be working. Okay, let's test it. Okay, it's a promise, and here you go. This is a placeholder answer. This is what we have here.
Mhm.
Okay. But this is like this use is not the best use here because this is an uh, sync function. So we need to then answer and console.log the answer like that. This is the right way to do it. And if we test it again, Answer is not defined.
I saw this as a placeholder answer. I think maybe because you didn't delete. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, this is yeah, there you go. This is a placeholder.
There we go.
Yeah, and yeah, it works fine.
Mhm.
So this is how it's easy to build like an endpoint with, it's similar to endpoint
Mhm.
server actions,
Mhm.
just like this function running on the server, and we are here on the client. We can just import it and use it, and your code in this function will be safe because it will be on the server. Okay, so this is the part. This is the server action part. Let's implement the OpenAI part. Okay, we have the documentation here, but I already have the implementation we need. Okay, so first thing, the OpenAI part is going to be, we're going to import a function called generate text from AI, the package, and we need also to import the provider, which is import OpenAI run at AI SDK OpenAI. Okay, so we will need these two packages, two functions, and after that, we going to generate some stuff. So we going to generate, let's say, honest text equal wait generates text, and inside this generate text function, we will have the model. Okay, I will use Copilot this time. The model will be not this one. We will use no, this is not the right way to edit here. It should be OpenAI, which is the adapter, and we should pass one of those options. For this part, they are mostly similar, but like this one is the cheapest one. We can use this one because we're gonna use RAG in the later in this JS drop. So we don't really need a really powerful model, but we just need the basic stuff. You can use just the regular turbo or the minimal one. Okay. After that, we don't need any of that. We have two more parameters to add from.
This is
And
like
this,
for the is this like the augmentation part of it? Oh, no,
this
not
is
yet.
just not yet. Yeah, we will just like run ChatGPT in this inside the server action, and then we will add the RAG part after. So here's a question, and I guess this should be fine. This should be the minimal example, and then we going to return text here. Okay. And from here, okay, it's complaining about this part, index, and this should be index. Because I removed the ID from the messages, so this is index instead. Okay, so this should work as a ChatGPT right now. Let's test it. Hello. We'll send the message, and we have here in the console, if you can see it,
Oh, yeah, there we go. I see it.
Y-
So
Exactly.
exciting.
Yeah,
That was
this
so
is
easy.
Yeah, it is. The this library that Vercel built is amazing. It's just
Mhm,
integrated with Next, and it's really cool. And
mhm,
all of this code is safe. It's on the server.
mhm,
Um, so this is just the regular ChatGPT. So
mhm,
we need to provide this version of ChatGPT with extra information um, to, for example, we have some data set prepared already for Angular.
mhm. Well,
Um,
how do we
and
also though, like, how do we get it to, respond back, like, inline in the actual app?
yeah, sure. Yeah, this is a good point. Okay, so let's rerun the app. We already have those two messages by default. Let's clean it a little bit. Let's remove the first one and the second one from our boat. We will just add, hello, how can I help you today?
I love that.
It's Copilot. Yeah, Copilot is amazing.
Thanks,
So,
Copilot.
yeah. Okay, here's something.
Mhm,
I said before that V0 is not that perfect. So we
mhm,
can see it here from the styling. It's not that perfect. So let's fix this small thing. We have here maximum width is equal to 2XL. We also need to set the width to 4. Okay.
mhm.
So now it's fixed a little bit, but still need to add a small margin at the bottom, at the top. So now it's much better. Okay.
Okay, so, like,
So
by the way, I'm, like, looking at what you're writing in line, and is that, like, Tailwind?
yeah,
Or
exactly.
okay.
This is Tailwind. It's V0 uses Tailwind by default because
Mhm,
it's built on top of ChatCN UI.
mhm, mhm,
So yeah, it uses Tailwind by default, but I guess there's no way we can get, even if we yeah, even in the HTML version, not the React version, it
mhm,
also uses Tailwind.
mhm,
Tailwind is
mhm,
a great library, by the way. It's make the work much faster.
mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
but yeah, okay.
Okay.
What else we need to make here? Okay, this is the first message we have. We need
Mhm,
to integrate what we have
mhm.
to show the message on the screen. So from here, handle submit, we're going to get this function that we built, and inside here, inside message, and this new message object, let's add it here. So no, not here. Okay, first the user will send a message and it will be added here. Okay, and then we, yeah, after that, we will need to send our request and send the question. We can access it from p.target.value because V0 already used the event from the form. So we will use the same method that it used.
You didn't save
Okay.
the file.
Yeah, I will save it. Yeah, but we still console log the answer.
Mhm,
So probably we will need to add the answer we will get
mhm.
to
Oh, there we go.
the,
There it is.
yeah, Copilot is
Done.
amazing.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Copilot. Thank you,
okay.
Copilot.
So yeah, so now if I said, okay, what is Angular?
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm. Oh,
Invalid
error.
message must be defined. Okay. Let's see. I don't need this. And the answer is here. Okay, I also don't need most of this.
Well, we want to keep the timestamp, right?
Yeah, we want to keep the timestamp. This is why also, for as a developer, you shouldn't just accept what Copilot give us because it's still AI, it's still linear algebra behind the scenes. So yeah, okay, we have the text here. Let me get this. We should be fine. Okay, this should work. If I said hello, amazing. So this,
Woo!
this answer is coming from ChatGPT. But this is the regular one.
I mean,
And
like,
as you see,
literally, it just is so liberating, I think, just as a I just feel so there's, like, so much energy in, like, the ability of technology to change our lives right now, and this is just
yeah, and it's also like it's much easier as a developer experience right now. So
Mhm.
like the old way, I need to build a server and
Mhm, mhm.
then APIs and all of that. But now it's just like a
Boom,
server
done.
action, use it here.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is just so much easier, like, me and Ben, we did this, kind of, like, like, built it, right? Like, just built it from scratch. And, I mean, it took us, like, I think 3 hours screen sharing, right? Which is on YouTube, y'all, if you wanna check it out because he does do some really fun stuff, like, check out if you wanna, like, figure out how to use WebSockets with ChatGPT, it's really cool. But I mean, I also think the reason why this is so powerful and the reason why I'm so excited about it is because it really is I don't know if we call it like the Next or the Vercel ecosystem that's just like the AI SDK, just making it so easy, like just, the way you integrated V0 and just how it just works. Like that is just
yeah, yeah.
okay, let's
Actually, I
keep going.
guess
I'm just like so
they
inspired.
support also Vue, I guess.
Mhm.
Vue and Next and
Svelte.
Built.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't try them, but of course, like Next.js now, I guess till now it's just the one which support server components
Right.
from
Right.
React. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
Okay,
yeah,
I'm ready to R it. I'm ready for the R, the retrieval aspect of it. So um, using data stacks. How do we incorporate data sta or not
yeah,
data stacks, AstraDB, sorry, AstraDB to augment our GPT?
yeah. AstraDB is we have some data
Mhm.
prepared here, but like uh, a little bit about it. It's a vector database, which is it's not like SQL databases.
Mhm.
So, like in SQL databases, it's a database. So,
Mhm.
in SQL databases, we have tables
Mhm.
and we have like the data stored in tables and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And in NoSQL, it's saved. The data is being stored in documents. Like each document has a piece of data, like
Mhm.
JSON. But in vector databases, they are different. They are storing the data where this data is more similar to each other.
Mhm.
So yeah, so they are converting everything you put, like every kind of data, to a vector, and this vector is like a linear algebra vector in multi-dimensional spaces.
Before we get back to our conversation, we wanted to say thank you to This.Labs, who is the sponsor of today's show. If you need help with a project that has failed to deliver on time, or are in need of a team that feels true ownership over your engineering projects, definitely hit up this.labs. They specialize in helping business leaders ensure their strategic digital initiatives stay on track. Trusted by companies like PlayStation, Capital One, Herman Miller, PayPal, and T-Mobile, you can find them at thisdot.co. That's THISDOT.co. Now, let's return to our show.
It's pretty complicated, like a mass concept, but if you, for example, see here, we have some text input here, and here it already converted this to a vector.
Mhm,
This is
mhm.
vector dimensions, like X, Y, Z,
Right.
and dimensions
Well, that was
behind
Cohere
the...
that did that. Cohere
Yeah,
that
and
created all the vectors.
exactly. And
Mhm.
Cohere is also, second thing, Cohere is the model we going to use to encode those texts and generate those vectors. I guess this vector length is 380 something
Mhm,
of the dimension. So it's hard
mhm,
for the human brain to visualize that, but yeah, the computer is calculating it pretty well.
mhm, mhm.
Okay, so first thing we're gonna need to integrate Cohere, which is what we will use to encode the question we have, and then we need to integrate also this AstraDB. So after getting the vector, we will search by this vector in the database, and then we will get data from the AI, and then we will provide the AI model we already have with this extra data.
Okay.
So yeah, let's do it. First thing, Cohere, we need to install this package. Okay, we need to install this package. Oh, not here. Yeah, it's already installed. And then we going to import it in our action, in our server action. So import Cohere client from Cohere AI,
So smart.
and yeah,
Thanks,
and
ChatGPT.
then const Cohere client. I want to name it Cohere client ChatGPT. Okay, new Cohere client. Okay, this is wrong. What we have right here is wrong, but I'll explain it. Okay, this should be token, and yeah, this is right. Okay, another thing I didn't actually explain in the ChatGPT example is we will need to add some environment variables
Mhm,
to make ChatGPT work with the Vercel wrapper for AI models. We need to add this to our environment variable. So OpenAI API key, all caps, and this should the Vercel library should get this right away. And also we will add right now the Cohere API key as well, so we can use it here to generate the client. Why this is okay? ChatGPT is not ChatGPT, it's Copilot. Okay. So now we initialize the Cohere client, which is the model that will convert our question to a vector so we can search in the database with it.
mhm.
and let's try to convert the question we have already to a vector. Okay, so let's say const vector, or let's say embedded equal await Cohere client embed question. Not question, sorry. This is wrong, Copilot. It should be text. No, it should be text and question, because it takes an array. And we have to choose the model. The model we gonna use, there's different models, but what we should use is English Light v3. Okay, this should be the right one. And then the inputs.
I love that ChatGPT was wrong like 4 times. Before you're like
and still, it write code with
or sorry, not ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot. Apologies.
Yeah, Copilot. It write code with confidence, and this is the biggest problem with Copilot. Okay, so we have here our embedded. This is like the vector, the result of Cohere that we should get, and let's console log it. Let's console log embedded. Okay, let's save. Let's just see what it will return to us. So if I said hi here, this is just 2 words, 2 letters. Okay, it will not appear here, but it should appear in, because we are on the server, it should appear in the terminal. So in the terminal, yeah, it is here. In the terminal, we have here, this is a vector of our question. And this has, yeah, over 300 dimensions. And if we take a look here at the database, we already have vectors here as well. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take this vector and send it to the database to calculate which pieces of those data is more relevant to that question using this vector. Like it's which vector is like so close to this vector. So we need to set up the AstraDB, but at least this Cohere works. So that's a step. Okay, let's install AstraDB. We need this package. It's stacks AstraDB TS, which is the client. Yeah, it's the TypeScript client for Astra. And then let's import it. Import AstraDB. Okay, this is good. Okay, and then we will need to connect this database, like connect that database client. Okay, Copilot here suggested some stuff which is wrong. Okay, const Astra client. Okay, I will get only the Astra client part, and then AstraDB should has two parameters. First one is process. Okay, this is not right as well. It should be Astra. It's from here. The AstraDB application token, which we should store in the environment variable. Okay, and the Astra endpoint, which is this one. Okay, so here's the Astra client. After that, we gonna need to get the collection. So the collection is, let's remove this console log. We don't need it anymore. We need const collection equal await, because this is a sync function. Astra client, it is wrong. Okay, this should be collection, and the collection name is going to be what we have here in Astra. So I already saved it in the environment variable as AstraDB collection, so we can use that. Process dot env. It's still wrong. Copilot. Okay. So it's complaining because we didn't like the types. The environment variables could be there and could not be there. It could be string or undefined. We can solve this problem in two ways. First way is just add string string here, but you will need to add it literally in every environment variable in the future. So there's a different, better solution, and it's more organized. We can go here and let's add environment.d.ts. This is just like a type declaration file for TypeScript to tell TypeScript, okay, we have those environment variables already, deal with them as they exist with those, they are equal to those types that we have. So I already have them here, we can just copy them. So that's every environment variable we have, and with its type, and save. Yeah, this should be fine now because TypeScript is dealing with it as a string, not string or undefined. Okay, so after that, we now need to go to the database. We have the collection here, and we need to go to this collection and search, give it the vector we have already from the embedded, and search what other vectors are near or close to this vector. So let's say const result equal await. You are wrong, Copilot. Collection dot find. Okay, find takes multiple parameters. First parameter is like for the regular search, we will not search. We will not have. We need to sort the data with the vector we have. So let's sort. Okay, this should be sort, and It's complaining. Yeah, it's complaining because port and vector it should be equal to the vector we have. If we take a look again on the results here, so we have the vector in this is the result, and we have embeddings, and this is an array. Oh, and it has an array inside it because we passed here the question inside an array. So what we need to pass here is embedded dot embedding 0. TypeScript will complain here because yeah, this is any okay. We can solve this by grab this and set the type, the correct
I think
type, which
it's
is
spelled this is spelled wrong because it's embedded. Isn't it embedded? EDEMBEDD embedded dot embeddings. It's embedded dot embedding.
oh yeah, that's
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter
the,
since you're defining it, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
But this is why yeah. Okay, so we just set the type here and it's fine. Okay, this should be, we need to add also like, if we buzz this query right now, it will return everything we have in the database. It's sorted to how relevant this data, how relevant this statement to our question. But we need only to, to limit this search. We will limit it to, let's limit it to 10, for example. Okay. And then let's console log the result. Okay. Let's save this and let's ask a question about Angular. For example, what is Angular? And if we added this, ChatGPT should.
How about like what's the new syntax of Angular?
Yeah, it's not yet our our both. We just use ChatGPT, but here I just want to show. Wait, result should work. Okay, we have here vector and array. Okay. So yeah, it will return something similar to promise type, but you need to convert this to an array. And this is very easy. Let's see. This is type cursor. So let's get it from here. Name this with that, and then const result await.
Yeah. So smart.
Finally, finally, it's true. It's
Maybe
right.
it's like
Okay.
listening to you, you know? It's listening to you talk.
Probably, you don't trust AI these days. Okay, hello again, and oh, okay, this is not relevant to the data we have, but let's see an example of. This is the data that we got back from our server, like each text and like its relevant vector. Let's try something from the data. So we have here the data has signals. Okay, let's say what are signals. Okay, ChatGPT will give me an answer. Probably will not be related yet because we didn't implement. But what I care about is this. Okay, this is the power of vector databases, because now we have texts that relevant to signals. Probably ChatGPT just answered me like signals is physical or digital indicators, something general, but the database got me some really cool, relevant, additional, context from my database with just searching with the vector. So this is why it's so powerful. Okay, now we have the extra data from the database. We need to play with, we need to modify ChatGPT now to be our bot, to make what we asked it to do. So there's something called system prompt. It's probably most people who use ChatGPT didn't use it because it's more like about APIs. But the system prompt, you can tell through the system prompt, you can tell ChatGPT, you, for example, you are an Angular expert, or you are a developer, or anything else, and you can say like commands to ChatGPT, and this will be behind the scenes. So we will add this extra context that we got from the database to this system prompt. So it's here, it's system, and we can say anything here. I already have a prompt that I tested, so let's use that. We tested this before the stream, so it should work fine, as there's no surprises. Okay, so we are saying to ChatGPT, you're an AI assistant who is an Angular super fan, and just we try to make
Oh my
it.
god, but let's change it and be like, "You are a React Server Component super fan that
Yeah,
knows about
but
Angular," or something like that. We haven't gotten to the React Server Component part of it, obviously, but
exactly,
yeah.
like our database still more about Angular. So yeah, we can try this as well at the end. Why not? But yeah, this is a system prompt, and we have the context, and we should
This is like the
have.
augmentation part of RAG, right? Like telling ChatGPT. This is like building your own GPTs. I mean, you can do this like on ChatGPT itself, building your own
Yeah,
GPTs.
exactly. I guess behind the scenes from the platform or the developer dashboard. I
Mhm.
guess I don't know if it's exists in the main
Oh,
GPT or
yeah.
not.
Yeah, yeah. Even in the main
Okay.
GPT, you can just like build your own GPT and it'll prompt you and tell you what type of GPT you're building. So you can build like one that's nice to you, one that's mean to you, one that's, knows about oceans, one that knows about rivers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That would be really
Yeah, it's
cool.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so now we did that and then now what? I'm so excited to like see this.
This results as an array,
Mhm. Mhm.
but we need to convert this array to be like text, to embed it with this text.
Mm.
So what we will do is, let's say const doc context. I will use the same variable name as here, and equal results dot, let's say map document. No, we don't need the join. It's fine, but yeah, that's okay. Let's get this map, because we are mapping through this, so this should return map, and then yeah, let's context no. Let's JSON.string, stringify this. Okay, this should be fine now. This should be our app. So okay, we started, close this, and
Ask it about like what's the new syntax in Angular.
okay. Hi, what is, or okay, let's just say hi. Let's just test something, because
Mhm,
when we said hi before to ChatGPT, it
mhm.
replayed with, "Hi, how can I help you? I'm a virtual assistant." Let's see how that
Oh,
system
like, "Hi,
prompt
who are
will
you?"
change.
Okay.
Yeah, ChatGPT behavior. Okay. Hi, like, what's up?
It's an
Are you
Angular Valley
like
girl.
totally? Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, this is the change in behavior happened with just the system prompt. Okay,
Mhm.
let's what was your question?
Like, ask what the latest syntax in Angular is.
What is the latest tax of an, okay?
Perfect, yeah, so
This
that's Angular 17. Perfect.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
works now.
Exactly, it's our app now. Let's say, okay, what is the it's called standalone, right? Standalone components. And so, in and yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So yeah.
Perfect. That's amazing. Okay, and then
Yeah, it's really
how do we deploy the app now that we have it?
yeah, now we have it. We can deploy it to Vercel. We can deploy it to any platform we want.
So we should probably deploy
Um,
to Vercel to stay, like, all within the ecosystem, right?
yeah, sure. Okay, let me first add,
Commit.
yeah,
Commit to the
add
GitHub. Ooh, this is so interesting watching you do this. I've actually never
this.
used this before. I usually use terminal or command line to do it.
Yeah, I usually use Git VS Code UI for Git because it's much easier.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of senior engineers hate this, but yeah, it's good.
I feel like I should learn how to use it though because I'm just again, I'm so used to using command line that I don't even know how to use that. But I will learn now.
Yeah, it's much easier than
It was like when the
things.
Vue came out with like this GUI where you could like drag and drop components in to build an app, I think it was, and it was like, oh my god, so confusing.
Yeah, let me just okay, I'm here. Okay, here you go. This is my Vercel dashboard. So I pushed everything to GitHub. What
Mhm.
we need to do is add new project, and then from my GitHub, we need to choose a repo, and this repo will be B0. Okay. Uh, hmm. Okay. I'm sure it's on my GitHub. Let me quickly check this. B0. Okay, I have it here. Okay, let me put this fork. Okay. Okay, now it should be here. E0. Okay, here's our repo,
Done. Yep.
import. And Vercel is so smart, it just can identify which framework I use and all of this stuff for me. And important thing, I need to add environment variables. But okay, let me add them one by one.
Should we stop sharing your screen
No,
so you
it's
can
fine.
add them? Okay.
Another screen. That's the benefit of having another screen in this. Okay. Add this. Okay. And I'll just hit deploy. Okay. Here you go. It's deploying. Vercel is so smart. It's just like they have everything in place.
I don't know. I mean, why do people not like Vercel? Because I mean, all the technologies we use are just making life so simple, so easy.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I love the ecosystem. I love that everything is just there for me. It's just I don't know. I'm having a hard time figuring out why people argue on the internet about not liking Vercel. And next.
Failed. Okay.
Oh, there's why. I was
It's
complimenting it and then it just failed. Like, okay. You
yeah.
should have done it before.
About page. We don't have an about page.
Oh, remember we added an about page? We should probably
Yeah.
just delete
Okay.
it.
Yeah, that's
Oh, but
okay.
then you have to commit
Let
your
me.
changes again.
No, I'll just. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, this is a repo on my GitHub.
Mhm.
I configure repo, so
Mhm.
it will be accessible to me in
Mhm.
Vercel account. So I will put, press the dot button. Okay, this should be, yeah, this should open VS Code with the repo on my browser. So here, the problem is we added here in the app directory, this directory that we didn't use.
Mhm.
So let's try to delete it. Delete permanently. Delete. Okay. Now we have in get here that we deleted this page. We will stage it and deleting page. Okay. Your change will be committed and immediately pushed into the main branch. Yes. Okay. This should trigger the build again here.
Just automatically, you think?
Yes. It should be. Yeah. Here you go. This is a project and
Okay,
it
so
is
like once
building
there's a
again.
change, it just automatically deploys.
Yeah, when if you changed something in the main branch, it will automatically deploy it. If
No
you changed
way.
something, yeah.
Wait,
And
what do
if
you
you
mean?
changed something, like if you pushed a change to the main branch, it will automatically detect that you changed something, and it will redeploy this
So I don't have to
automatically.
like
But
continuously deploy my app if I make changes. It just like automatically deploys.
yeah, and
Like
if
without
you
having to do anything.
yeah, I didn't do anything. It's just like that. And here's the name of the commit message I added.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my
and
gosh.
also
Oh
like if
no.
you push those changes on a different branch,
Mhm.
it will create a build for just this
Oh my
branch.
god. So
So
you can do a
like it's
preview.
yeah,
Oh
Exactly.
my God. Ugh. Keep selling me on Vercel. My God, I'm so happy. Just like
Yeah, the build has been it's finished. Let's see. Okay, it has been done successfully. Let's visit it.
I'm just like, I don't know. It just makes me so happy. I can't even it's too
Uh,
good. It's too good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is so great. Okay, well, I think we're done, right? Like, that's it.
Yeah, we're done. That's it.
Oh my
That's it.
gosh. Well, thank you everyone for listening. This was just like so exciting. Stay tuned because I'm going to rope Mark in to talk about the fine tuning. So excited to talk about that. Obviously, this app is called the RSC GPT, but we're going to be switching it up
Yeah,
and it's going to be an RSC GPT, but point being, oh my gosh, just I don't know. I mean, if you're not a convert, you should be a convert by now. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag should be sponsored. Okay. All right. Thanks, Mark. And stay tuned for the next one.
Sometimes it's hard to bridge the gap between business objectives and tech implementation, and it can get messy. This dot is trusted by top names like Meta, Google, and T-Mobile, and they love helping business leaders fulfill their strategic digital initiatives. Check them out at thisdot.co. One more time, that's THISDOT.co.